It's funny the way that money can make you feel. It's funny that when you don't have money, how quiet you are, how timid you are, how more reserved you are. The more and more you start to see the zeros add up, the more confidence you seem to gain, the more power you seem to add to your voice when you speak. But my question is, if you only got all of this strength after you acquired something, well, what happens if it's taken away? Are you still that same man? Can you still stand up to the people you were standing up to before? Or were you just hiding behind an idea, hiding behind a perception of yourself, created because of the resources that you have accumulated? Welcome back. It's Imran X Mindset, aka Glacier, breaking down the icebergs of life. Now, today I want to talk about something because I kind of saw it happen firsthand, and it really intrigued me to want to share it with you guys. I've always found it funny the way that money can make a person act. I always find it funny the character traits that a person can add to themselves once they acquired money. Now, I know when people get money, they like to say everybody around them changed, but what about the cases when you change? What is it about money that makes people act this way? Well, it's simple. Money is a symbol of power. Money is a symbol of status. Because so many people are controlled by money and money does run the world, so many people follow under those who have acquired and accumulated such wealth. So when people start making a lot of money, when people start getting them six-figure checks, their ego, number one, it grows, it increases, it gets larger and larger because they feel that because of this money, they are a better man. Now, the only problem with this is that just because you get more money doesn't mean that makes you a better man. People like to correlate having money with being a great man, when those two things do not go hand in hand at all. Having a lot of money means that you can provide, and you do have access to a lot of things. But just because you have money does not mean life is still going to be easy for you. It makes it easier, but not everything in this life has a price tag. You can't buy someone's love. You can't buy someone's heart. You can't buy someone's emotions. You can't buy your way into a family. They might fake it. Take that bag, yeah. But that natural connection is not there. You see, what it means to even be a man is, it's almost like you're a leader. You have the strength to carry problems on your back. You have the strength to lead people. You have the strength to be a provider. You have the strength to get up and do what you don't want to do, but because you have to. You listen to people. You lead by example. That's why I want to be a leader. I don't want to be a boss. A boss just gives commands. A leader shows you what to do. And a man is a leader. A man is a person who has accepted his flaws, has counted his defeats, and still did not let it break him. In fact, his defeats made him stronger. His defeats made him become who a man is. You can be born a boy, but that doesn't make you a man. You have to build into a man. And that doesn't mean just having a lot of money. It's character traits, skills, even friends that you have. Everything matters when you want to become a man. You see, the funny thing is that when people get money, they use the money as a shield. They use the money to cover up the holes that are within themselves. That's why you will find that most of the time, a lot of the richest people have some of the biggest insecurities. The richest people spend the most money on their beauty, on their appearance. A lot of people try to use their money to try to hide who they are inside. That's why you have to learn to see through it. Money is nothing but an illusion created in order to blind certain people. Because when you see through money, you can really see who a lot of people are. You can see their values, you can see their morals, you can see their principles. And the funniest thing about money is that people that acquire money and then all of a sudden get this confidence, they're really the most insecure. You see, they're getting this confidence from an outside source. When confidence is not internal, that is the worst confidence you can have because it can be stripped away from you. It's like if an athlete loses, let's say an athlete was known for having crazy athleticism, they can jump out the gym. So they knew that they always had confidence to jump up, rise up. That brought them life, it brought them joy. Then all of a sudden, God forbid, obviously let this not happen to anybody in real life, their Achilles tears, and now they lost that athleticism that they had. So now, even though they still have other skills, their confidence has withered. When they return back to that basketball court, they're not that same person. They're a shell of themselves because they just lost something that gave them that confidence in the first place. It wasn't internal. Their game couldn't shift. It couldn't grow. It couldn't adapt. Money, it creates one-trick ponies. Don't you find it funny that, I know if you're a girl, you can relate to this. When a guy has a lot of money, they just like to flaunt it and they like to put it in your face. They like to say, hey, because I have all this money, you should be with me. That's the only thing they take into consideration. I have money, I have money, I have money. Their whole personality is I have money. The sad thing is that they don't even see nothing wrong with it because of just how society has made it that when you have money, you should be able to have access to everything in the world. There's not a lot of good-willed people left in the world that you can't put a price tag on actions. You can't put a price tag on their bond. Some people, like how they say, do it for the vine, do it for the clout, do it for the check. That's been the mindset for why so many people have made so many decisions. That's why I even said in my earlier video, if you're going to college only thinking about the paycheck, only thinking about the reward that you can get after, you're not going to be fulfilled. I even had this conversation with my dad because I questioned why are you so successful? Not even to disrespect him, but just out of curiosity of his mindset. He told me, I didn't pick this career thinking about the financial gains. I picked this career because I have a passion of wanting to help people and using financial literacy to help people make better decisions in life. Now, he's an accountant, yes, but he's a very, very successful accountant who owns his own business. And he does exactly what he says. He doesn't just have a client and they just talk strictly about, what is on their forms. No. You see, he went after his passion and he put in the work. Growing up in Nigeria, he was not born in a very good area. He had to walk 2 miles to school back and forth every day in order to get his education. Every time I have doubts about myself and I want to give up, I find that I have a living example right in front of me of a man who looked at the odds and still was able to win. Money does not add confidence to who you are. Money should never add confidence to who you are. You should already have the confidence inside of yourself. You should already feel blessed. You should already be thankful for the life that you're living before you get that money. The money is an addition to your life. The money is going to help certain scenarios, but it's not going to be the solution for everything. Money truly is not the key to happiness. It never was and it never has been. So to wrap it up, stop trying to justify your quality as a man by the amount of money you have in your accounts. Money is a great thing to have, but money should not be everything that you have. There should be more to your character, more to your skill set. There should just be more to you in general. So if the worst case scenario was to happen where your money is taken away, guess what? You can still get it back. Why do you think lottery winners go broke all the time? Because they didn't have to do anything for that money. They didn't have to change themselves. They didn't have to instill that confidence in themselves. So they created this confidence from an outside source. So once it was removed away, they disappeared. They shrunk. I don't want you to shrink. In fact, I want you to keep growing. So act like you already have money before you even get it. Feel proud of yourself. Have that confidence in yourself. Already feel like you're that guy. You're him. Attract the money. Don't chase after it. I promise. Watch everything fall into line. At the end of the day, I ain't a preacher. I'm just a guy talking.